Good morning. I'm Angie, the Executive Director of the Venton Area Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to Venton. I'm sure many of you have heard the word Venton pronounced several different ways. Some people have a strong emphasis on that T, Venton. Others just completely leave it out altogether and it's Venton. But no matter how you say it or anybody else pronounces it, it's still home to many of us. So welcome to our home. I ran across this vintage sticker in my desk drawer the other day, because it's no telling what you'll find in there. And what it says, it's the town seal, and it says, the best kept secret in the valley. Well, we aren't a secret anymore. So speaking of secrets, we have a little secret that we've been keeping as well. The chamber is moving. Our office is moving. If those of you that don't know, it's currently across the parking lot here in the Charles Hill Senior Building, but we're moving to 118 East Lee Street, which is right in the heart of downtown Venton. So if any of you guys know Catherine and myself, then you know that we want to be in the middle of everything. So we're excited about that. So we want to thank Tim Greenway, which will be our new landlord. And the Town of Vinton, especially Chastity and Pete, for making this move happen. We're very excited, and we hope to be down there very soon. So we hope to be in the middle of it all. This year's State of the Town will allow us to share in the Chamber's mission to promote our community as a great place to eat, shop, play, live, work, and do business in the Town of Vinton. The Chamber recognizes the importance of and the support of economic development as well as the needs of our community. The growth in our town is a product of the efforts put forth by our town and our area community leaders. We would like to thank them for their collaborations in making so many new and wonderful things happen in our town and are excited for the many developments to come. I would also like to thank the Town of Vinton, our businesses, our sponsors, and our citizens, of course, for their continued support of the Chamber's efforts. We truly love what we do and could not do it without you. We look forward to many more collaborations with you all. I want to give a big thank you to Jerry's Family Restaurant for this wonderful food that you're eating this morning, and also to Mildred Scott back there, and of course Dana and Amanda, but Mildred comes to our rescue all the time to help us with all these events. I want to take a minute to welcome some of the guests we have here. I want to start with the Town of Vinton, of course, Mayor Brad Grose, Sabrina McCarthy, these are all Town Council, Keith Lyles, Lori Mullins, Mike Stovall, and our Town Manager, Pete Peters. Roanoke County, Paul Mahoney, Chairman, Board of Supervisors, Jason Peters, Vice Chairman, I'll just move you up a little bit, Phil North, Supervisor, Kevin Hutchins, Treasurer, Eric Orange, Sheriff, and Richard Kaywood, County Administrator. City of Roanoke, Bill Bestpitch, County Council Member, Joe Cobb, Council Member, Stephanie Moon Reynolds, Council Member. City of Salem, Mayor Renee Turk. From Congressman Ben Klein's office, Christine Braultman. And David Bowers, former mayor of Roanoke City. I would also like to take a minute to introduce our 2022 Chamber Board of Directors and our officers. Some of them have been on our board for quite some time. Some of them have come off and then come back on for another tour of duty. So we're excited to work with them all. I'm just going to announce, if you guys just want to stand at your seat when I announce your name. Anthony Connor, the Connor Group. Tim Greenway, Mountain View Real Estate. Tyler Fisher, Fisher Financial Services. John Connor, the Connor Group. Michelle Barklow, Lawrence Companies. Andy Bishop, Twin Creeks. Kat Pascal, Farm Borgessa, she's at the door over there. Justin Smith, Neely's Accounting. Donald Childress, Coastal Insurance Planning of Virginia. Tim Neininger, Star City Pest Control. Paula Robbins, Bank of Botetourt. Dr. Richard Turner, JMU, and Fritz Sports and Event Enterprises. And our president for this year is Jason Booth with Mountain View Real Estate Greenway Booth. First vice president is Allison Finney with American Efficiency Inn. Second vice president is Paige Stovall Lovren with Richfield Living. And then we also have Mayor Brad Grose, Pete Peters, and Chastity Barber on our board. And of course, I have to introduce my cohort and sidekick, Catherine Sowers. She's my partner in crime. So I've saved the last one to be recognized a little different. Justin, if you could come forth, please. So, y'all know me, I cry a lot. Justin Davison with Member 1 has served as our president for the last 5 years. He has worked tirelessly and effortlessly. I'm not sure he's ever missed an event or a board meeting. Oh, you guys can sit, I'm sorry. I got excited. Just sit. I don't think he's ever missed an event or a board meeting. He gives 100% of his job of Member 1 and to his community. And with his effort, the Chamber has gained new members, sponsors, and great momentum. He never fails to give us a word of encouragement. He deserves a Medal of Honor for working with us. We would like to give Justin just a little token of our appreciation. We hope that when you look at it, you'll know how much we appreciate you. And even though you are past president, you don't get to go anywhere. So, okay? So thank you.
We want you to open it. Open it. Oh, we don't have time. Just it's only going to take a second.
We'll throw trash. Be careful. So it's a beautiful engraved clock. He can hang on his office wall.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for all you do. All right, so while I'm on a roll with introduction, I might as well introduce the person that you really came here to hear. Mayor Brad Grose. Mayor Grose has been the resident of Venton since 1985 and the owner and president of Dominion Electronics. He is currently in his 5th term as mayor, having served on the Town Planning Commission and as council member prior to being elected mayor in 2024. Mayor Grose is currently serving on the Roanoke Valley Allegheny Regional Commission, where he served 3 terms as chairman. He serves on the Roanoke Regional Partnership and on the Venton Chamber Board, where he serves 2 terms as chamber president. He has been married to his wife, Debbie, for 42 years. They have 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren. I'm blessed to call him my friend, and we are privileged to have him as our mayor. Mayor Brad Grose.
Good morning, everyone. We certainly want to welcome you to Venton. And however you say it, it's a great place. As I look around this crowd this morning, I just think, what a great bunch of people we have. Certainly, most of us are friends and at least acquaintances. But no wonder the Roanoke Valley is doing so well. With people like you, there's just no way that we can fail. So thank you for everything you folks are doing, and certainly want to thank you for being here this morning. And welcome to the Town of Vinton's annual State of the Town address. As I said, we certainly do appreciate you being here, and isn't it great to be back in person? I have really missed seeing everyone. I sincerely look forward to this presentation each year. It's an opportunity to reflect and to celebrate the town's accomplishments, and maybe we'll take a little glance forward as look at a few things that's coming up in the next year. First of all, I want to thank God for all the ways He has blessed the town of Venton. And I'd like to thank you, my peers, neighbors, and friends, for your continued perseverance and positive outlook over the past 2 years that has been filled with obstacles and challenges. I consider it an honor to have fulfilled my part of public service, and I thank everyone in this room for what you are doing to make this community and this valley a great place to live and work. I also want to thank my family for their continued support as I serve as mayor of this great town. Angie just mentioned some of the other things. I've had the honor to serve on a few other boards, but you don't do that without a great family behind you, that's for sure. Thank you, Pete and Susan and the Venton War Memorial staff for your help in preparing this presentation. And as always, we want to thank Jerry's Restaurant and his crew. They always do a great job. And I thought the breakfast was good, didn't you guys? Thank you, Jerry. Next, I'd like to thank Ms. Angie Tuning, Executive Director of the Venton Area Chamber of Commerce, for the warm welcome and the introduction. Angie, Catherine Sowers, and the entire Chamber Board have worked extremely hard this past year to restore many of the programs and events that we all enjoy attending. The Chamber continues to represent the Venton business community in a positive manner by generating awareness and promoting value-added services. Again, Angie, thank you and your team for a great job. I certainly want to recognize my fellow council members. Angie mentioned them earlier, our Vice Mayor Sabrina McCarty, Council Member Keith Lyles, Council Member Mike Stovall, and Council Member Lori Mullins. I know you care deeply for Venton, and I'm extremely honored to serve with all of you. I might add at this point, I was talking with some of you earlier, the conversation about Venton has really changed over the past several years. Nowadays, people come up to me and typically they'll say, man, you've got so much going on, things are going great in Venton. How do you do it? What's your secret? Just tell us what's going on. Well, there's three main components. First of all, God continues to bless us. Secondly, we have a very powerful professional staff. They do a great job. They seem to like their job, and they work together as a team really well. And then thirdly, when things are going right, we have Venton Town Council to take all the credit. So that's a true story. I've told some of you folks that, right? Next, I'd like to recognize the town's leadership team: Pete Peters, town manager; Fabricio Drummond, chief of police, who has this speech memorized, by the way, in case I messed up; Susan Johnson, town clerk and executive assistant to the town manager; Donna Collins, human resources and risk management director; Anita McMillan, planning and zoning director; Chastity Barber, community programs director; and Bo Herndon, public works director. Thanks to this dedicated team for their tireless efforts in serving the citizens of Venton. Our assistant town manager, Cody Sexton, has quickly become an extremely valuable member of our leadership team and plays an important role in many of the critical management decisions. So, Cody, thank you for all you are doing. I also want to recognize Ann Cantrell, who served as Treasurer and Finance Director for the past 6 years. Ann recently accepted a position with the Town of Vinton to be closer to her family. But we wish her the very best and thank Ann for her dedicated service to the town. To our business owners, we say thank you. Thank you very much for your devotion to this community. I want to express my sincere appreciation to the public safety and emergency service employees for your service to this community and the personal sacrifices you've made in taking care of our fellow citizens. Now, may I take a moment to recognize some of our regional partners that work so closely with us to provide services to this community. I can't mention everyone, although I must say that regionalism and cooperation are stronger than ever in Virginia's Blue Ridge, and we thank each of you for your partnership. And I think all of our partners deserve a big round of applause. What do you think? We have been blessed to work with Roanoke County on numerous successful redevelopment initiatives over the past several years, and many of these projects would not be available without the support of the Board of Supervisors and the county's administration. We say thanks to Roanoke County Schools for your attention to educating our children, supporting athletic and other student enrichment programs, and the investment in renovating and replacing school facilities in this community and throughout the entire county. Thank you for that. Also, thanks to Scott and the RVTV crew for your assistance with this presentation today and the many efforts that you are making, certainly the efforts you've made in 2021 to expand the reach of RVTV to help promote the services of our local governments. Our local volunteer and nonprofits continue to fill gaps in local services and play a very special role in our community. Thanks to the Venton Historical Society for operating the History Museum, the Advancement Foundation for hosting the Hive and the annual Gauntlet competition, and the Venton Breakfast Lions Club for the new bus shelters coming soon to Lake Drive Plaza and one near the PFG plant. New in 2021 was the addition of the Boys and Girls Club after-school program at Venton Baptist Church. Pete and I had the privilege to visit with Michelle Davis and her staff recently and met many of the children who are participating in the program. I was very encouraged and excited by the positive influence this program is having on children in our community, and I look forward to watching and participating as this program continues to grow in 2022 and beyond. Of course, one of my fond hopes is that they'll have a special program for town council members. They need it. I am very excited to announce today that Venton will host the 4 on the 4th Run. That's an event this 4th of July that is a primary fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. So I hope you will consider participating. I'll be participating. I'll be there waving you on, you know. So we are very proud of our police department. Under the leadership of Chief German, they continue to represent the town positively and attract and retain some of the best and talented officers to keep our community safe. Our officers constantly engage with the citizens throughout the community in policing programs, school outreach, and neighborhood programs. The chief has plans to be even more visible in 2022, such as the Coffee with a Cop program, which will launch later this month in conjunction with our chamber. In 2021, the police department completed the update of their entire fleet through a vehicle lease program. Recently, they began to implement body-worn cameras and updated in-car cameras with the help of a law enforcement grant. And they have started the process to continue the department's reaccreditation. Additional achievements include the promotion of Tim Lawless to Deputy Chief and other internal promotions. Thank you to the men and women of the Venton PD for keeping this community safe. The planning and zoning staff oversees the town's code enforcement, stormwater permitting, and manages the construction permitting with Roanoke County. Perhaps their most important achievement over the past year was their efforts, along with the Planning Commission, to complete the first comprehensive update of the town's zoning and subdivision ordinances in over 20 years. These important land use policies protect property values and promote residential growth and commercial development activities within the community. This department is also responsible for many transportation efforts. In the year ahead, citizens can look forward to the construction of the next phase of the Glade Creek Greenway, several new bike improvements along Walnut Avenue, and new signalized crosswalks to Gus Nix Boulevard and Hardy Road. We plan to promote the walkability of our town by providing a safe connection from Venton's perimeter neighborhoods to the blossoming downtown and public greenway amenities. This will help promote public and active lifestyles and encourage new families to consider Venton as the place to establish roots. Next, I'd like to recognize the Finance Treasurer's Office for their efforts on our financial oversight, daily payment collection, attention to customer accounts, and the handling of the town's accounts payable and receivable. The department was recognized in 2021 by GFOA for the financial audit and the budget document. Not every locality receives these awards, and they are a testament to our staff going above and beyond to promote transparency. In the coming year, the department will begin a much-needed software update to modernize the back office operations, which will improve benefits to our employees and the citizens we serve. Thanks to our Human Resources and Risk Management Director, Ms. Donna Collins, who successfully managed another year of pandemic guidelines, contact tracing, and safety protocols across all of our work areas. In addition, Donna assisted in converting the town's employees to a PTO system and creatively managed employee trainings via virtual and small work groups, all while conducting her primary functions of recruitment in an ever-increasing competitive work market. In 2021, our town clerk and executive assistant to the town manager, Mrs. Susan Johnson, was instrumental in facilitating the purchase and installation of equipment and the process to begin broadcasting our meetings on Facebook Live. That would be Facebook Live, sorry about that, which has been a welcome addition to our goal to be more accessible to our citizens. Perhaps her most challenging role is keeping the town manager and the assistant town manager on task. In addition, somehow, Susan keeps the council on the straight and narrow. Susan, bless your heart. I want to recognize the Community Programs Department for the great work and creative efforts in 2021 to reopen the town's public facilities and to start having meetings, host meetings such as this one today. The town staff successfully restored rentals at the War Memorial and the Charles R. Hale Community Center and helped return many of our beloved community events such as the Venton Dogwood Festival, the July 4th celebration, Fall Festival, the Christmas Parade, and the second year of Santa Crawl. And that is a great event. That's where Santa, several teams of Santas actually go out in the neighborhood to see the children and the residents. It's just really, really awesome event. So I say thank you, Chastity, to you and your team for all you do. The largest single department, and perhaps the most visible, is the Public Works Department. Under the leadership of Bo Herndon, these professional men and women do an amazing job by providing most of the direct services that our citizens rely on a daily basis. This includes water and wastewater system for now, stormwater facilities, refuse and recycling, maintenance of our roads, alleys, and sidewalks to include street sweeping and snow plowing. And they do a great job at all those. In 2021, several major stormwater facility replacement projects were completed and over $750,000 of street paving. The department is overseeing two major projects, namely the replacement of all of our water meters and the 3rd Street lift station upgrade. In addition, the traffic signals at Clearview Drive, PFG, and 3rd Street were recently replaced. Projects to look forward to in 2022 include an additional $800,000 of paving and the replacement of traffic signals at Vineyard Road, Niagara Road, and Hardy Road. The new signals include technology that will allow intersections to be synchronized for better flow of traffic. That will make everyone happy, I'm sure. Town staff has also begun working with engineers to design the new road bed for Mountain View Road. Maintenance will continue until construction can get underway. And let's not forget the big announcement to transfer operation of the town's water and wastewater utility to the Western Virginia Water Authority effective July 1, 2022. The town has proudly provided this service for decades, but now the timing is right to make the leap to transfer ownership and operation of the system. By making this transfer now, our water customers can have peace of mind knowing that the water supply and delivery will be protected at the lowest possible price through the economies of scale that the Water Authority can provide. We thank Roanoke County for their assistance in achieving this milestone and the Water Authority for their leadership and guidance through the many aspects of converting the system. The town's economic outlook is extremely bright, as our financial conditions are in the best shape we have seen in many years. The town has begun to realize much needed revenue growth as a result of recent economic development initiatives. Council is very often asked, how has Rosie's helped? Yes, Rosie's has certainly been a huge addition to the town. Although you may be surprised to know that the revenue received from Rosie's is still only ranked 4th in the order of all of our largest revenue contributors. It provides 11% of our total revenue, which puts it behind meals tax, highway maintenance support from the state, and sales tax. Personal property and real estate taxes make up only 5% and 4% of our total revenue, ranking them number 8 and 9 in order of revenue contributors. We are really blessed to have such a diverse set of revenue sources. Now, this revenue growth couldn't come at a better time. It is imperative that the town invest in our public infrastructure through a restored and fully funded capital improvement plan. We must also keep up with rising employee health care costs, maintain competitive salaries, and simply meet the higher cost of doing business. During 2021 alone, we celebrated many new businesses and expansions, to include Joe Good Pies and R&D Coffee at Vineyard Station, Our Daily Bread, Boomtown CrossFit, Bank of Botetourt, Tractor Supply at Lake Drive Plaza, and the 30,000 square foot expansion of Rosie's. Not to brag, but just to name a few. This impressive private investment, let me say that again. This impressive private investment demonstrates that our initiatives and continued public investment are working. In 2022, we will see the next phase of redevelopment of Gish's Mill that will result in the preservation of the town's founding structure by seeing its conversion into a restaurant, seasonal market, and overnight lodging. The Dogwood Restaurant is planning to open their expanded interior and exterior patio, and 107 South will get underway at the former Star City Playhouse location in downtown Venton. In addition, we have several new announcements in store for Vineyard Station and the former Rite Aid building at Hardy Road and Clearview Road. So please stay tuned. Oh yeah, let's not forget the Venton East Roanoke County Hotel, which is slated to break ground later this summer at the intersection of South Pollard and Virginia Avenue. And these are just the projects that we know about now. Well, you've heard a lot today, and we've got a lot to celebrate in Venton, and we have no plans to slow down. In fact, over the next several years, you will see a consistent wave of investment in our people and in the community to maintain our position as a great place to live and do business, and to truly solidify Venton as the end place to be. Thank you, folks, for coming today. May God bless each one of you, and may God continue to bless this community and our country. God bless you. Have a good day.
Thank you.